Thank you for joining us. You're now watching All Hoops and Happenings.
Thank you.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
What's going on? We got Nicole, we got Bill Hathaway, Nick from Millburn, Postgame show, really Hall Hoops and Happening Postgame show. So let me just give you my thoughts. Tonight, the Wagner Seahawks came down to Walsh after Seton Hall was coming off a really big win the other night, and Wagner kind of got blown out. They're a program in disarray. Coach Copeland, who was an assistant coach and a star player with us, was or is suspended. So they had an interim coach tonight, who I got to tell you, I've been watching college basketball for like 50 years, and I've never seen a more animated coach than Coach Juan McMillan tonight. Oh my God. It was, if I'm teaching someone how to be a coach and how to act on the sidelines, I'm going to show that video and say, don't act like that, because it was, Bill, have you ever seen a coach like that in all your years?
No. As he was animated tonight, whatever the word is, it was my thoughts are, Seton Hall, their first game, they came out big. Second, they had a big lead. That I think it was 1 point, was 12-5 or 12-6 in the game, and they just didn't sit well. Wagner was kind of feisty tonight. It's like a team that would never go away. You would put them away with a three, they would come back with another 3-pointer. But it's a work in progress, Nick. I think this team is a work in progress.
Well, no, I think you made a good point, and I think and we'll get Nicole involved in a second. And Nicole, by the way, you are like a breakout star, because all I heard tonight from people is like, Nicole Gizzi. Yeah, we love your show. You guys are too rough on Nicole Gizzi. Back off a little. I am not kidding. Bill, I am not kidding. So it's like, Nicole, you're doing a great job. Keep it up.
Nicole, you're doing a great job. Keep it up, Nicole. Keep it up.
Yeah, keep it. Absolutely, Nicole.
You're welcome.
This should be the Nicole.
Don't listen to Nick. Don't listen to Nick. Nick. Don't listen to Nick. You're doing a fantastic job. We all love you on the show. Keep it going. Keep it
Bill,
going,
I just said that. Nicole is doing an amazing job, and then she stuck up with me for the first time on Facebook. I'm like, I have a third daughter here. This is amazing. But daughter, I'm not helping pay for the wedding because I'm doing that twice. But anyway, Wagner was feisty, Bill. And here's the thing.
Yeah.
I thought we came out well, and it was 12-3. And I love Shaheen Holloway. Big fan of Shaheen. And please, anyone free to comment. I don't know who's producing, but if you see any chats, anybody, we invited a whole bunch of people. I love Shaheen Holloway, but at the 15-minute mark of the first half, he does that hockey line substitution that Nicole would love. He just takes 5 out, and I thought it ruined continuity. I really did, and I thought we never really got that back. And then we picked it up a little bit. We were actually down to Wagner 1 in the first half, and we came back and we pulled ahead and again that hockey line substitution. Go on, Bill.
I just wanted to get my comments in. I think the hockey line thing was like a swagger thing. It's like he just trying to find, like he always said in his post-game press conference, that he's trying to fit 5 guys in the lineup, or 5, or whatever, he's trying to fit whoever the ingredients are, like in the pie. You're trying to put the ingredients in the final ingredients. He's trying to find a rotation. Like it's like a rotation. I think he's trying to find rotation. That's why he did the hockey line lineup tonight. You know what I mean?
But I think what that does, I think though, and it worked the first night. We'll give him credit. It worked game 1.
Yeah.
But I think tonight it's tough to build continuity. Okay, and especially because I think the first 5, right, Nicole, like I don't know the lines, but every team has like a number one line, right, in hockey. And then you have a defensive line, and then you have a number two line. I think the starters were the number one line, and then there was a drop-off tonight. And I think when we played this team, I think they were kind of like a mirror image of us because they played man press the whole game. They went up and down the court like we did. The only thing is they hit their threes, and we're not built to be a three-point shooting team. They shot 12 for 23 from the three at 52%, and we shot 6 for 21. So we had to make that up, and, that's a deficit. They had 36 points in threes, and we had 18. So, I mean, we had to make up those 18 points somewhere. And I thought, the highlights, I thought Stephen Payne, runs the court well. He's a good big. He had 11 rebounds. He's a tough defensive player. He had 5 blocks. So the first game, we have Hines with 6 blocks. Second game, we have Payne with 5 blocks. So, defensive intensity is there. Shaw has to love that. I think Adam Bud Clark is a floor general. I think he is having a little bit trouble on the offensive end on his scoring. He was the leading scorer at Merrimack. I don't think he has to do that here, but I think in the level up, his shot's still a little off. He had 11 points, shot 3 for 9. Elijah Fisher has had Big East experience. Elijah Fisher has played in the Big East with DePaul, went to Pacific. He kind of shined tonight. 7 for 12, 19 points. And you got to remember, these guys aren't playing a ton of minutes. And Sean Simpkins, 5 for 7, 3 for 5 from 3-point range, 15 points. I loved his game tonight. Now, Hines got, and let me just say this, Duncan Hines, right, Nicole? Baby Shaq has already been used. I don't know who said Baby Shaq, but there's a guy named Glenn Davis, okay? And he has Baby Shaq. Those of us who really know college basketball knows that. So it's Duncan Hines. We did a poll on the Facebook page. We did another poll that we're not going to talk about, but we also did that poll. And Duncan Hines, okay, is what we got. Nicole, we got a question?
We have a comment from Angelo Richici. It says, uncanny the amount scramble threes Wagner had. Free throws, not a problem on Monday. Today stepped back.
Angelo, that is an amazing point. Because and we're watching the game the other night. We shot like 80% from three from the charity stripes. Like, oh my God, this is great. Is this going to be this team? And Paul, was looking at the stats and projecting them, and that's what he kind of came up with. And tonight, 12 for 24. So we're not only not hitting threes, we're not hitting our free throws. So this was just the defensive intensity. And this was a scramble, and it was a scramble for us on the offensive end too. Bill, your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I agree with you, Nick. I think Seton Hall, they need to work on some things. It's just the second game, of the season. I think Shaheen needs to go in the as they say, the classroom, and just to see where the faults were and the highlights were. I mean, like you talked about Hines, and if we highlighted Duncan Hines, as you say, Najee Hines. He didn't play. What did Hines have today? I don't know what he had, but it was Stephon Payne tonight. Stephon Payne had 9 points, 11 rebounds, assists, 6 blocks. It was like a rotation tonight. If it wasn't Hines tonight, it was Stephon Payne. You know what I mean? Like I said, like he's trying to find a rotation where he can, memorize his starting 5 or whatever. These are the people we're throwing out first tip of the game and see what happens. I think it's gonna be a rotation issue, and the next game he's got to find an ingredients where he could, say, hey, these are the guys.
Yeah, no, I agree with that, but I think, see, Bill and Nicole, Shaw likes playing 10 guys. He likes playing a 5-5 and wearing the other teams down. And that's great. And I love Shaw again. But if you're clicking with the 5 and then you take them out, you kind of lose that continuity. And it didn't happen the first game, but it definitely happened tonight, right? It was just they were just flat after that. And I think with Hines too, and I said this the first game, Hines didn't really get in foul trouble in the first game. He had a very clean game. Not the case for tonight. He got 2 quick fouls. Shaw yanked him. He didn't get any fouls in the second half. He only took 2 shots. Now, what they were doing in the first game, they were playing a zone. Peters was playing a zone against us, and we were able to we worked beautifully to get the ball inside to Hines. Now, tonight they played man, and every time the ball went low, the weak side help came and doubled on Hines. Now, he was doing a good job of kicking it back out, okay? But if you do that and they miss the threes, then, it's back to the drawing board because this team, again, is their inside play and the point in transition. Nicole, any more questions?
We have a follow-up from Angelo. He asked for our thoughts on playing both bigs at the same time, and both bigs meaning Hines and Payne, especially against Big East opponents.
That's a great question, and I would like to see that. And don't forget, we have Godswill in there too, who hasn't played yet. I want to see, when we were at the scrimmage, Hines was on one team and Payne was on the other. I do kind of want to see them together, especially against the Big East teams. Payne, when I look at Payne, he's like the perfect power forward. He runs the court really well. And Hines is more of a post-up player, post-up present in the paint. And like I said, first game, Hines had 6 blocks. Second game, Payne had 5 blocks. When Godswill comes in, maybe we'll see more of that. Maybe we'll see them together. I don't know. Because I know coaches, and I know this going back to Willard, coaches like to do and practice what they do. They have to practice for what they're going to do in the games. So if they're not practicing that, they're not going to do that in a game. Nicole, what do you think about playing the 2 bigs together?
Well, if we're talking about previous years, Gil and Obiaku played together for some minutes. Right. So I don't think it's anything out of the ordinary. I'm not sure if Hines and Payne are the equivalent of Ike and Romero.
But do you think that would work with this squad right now? The very short sample that you've seen.
Yeah.
That work?
I still think we need to see more.
Yeah, I agree. Bill, what do you think about that? What do you think about playing the 2 bigs together?
I agree. I would play him and try him out, see what happens, and you can't lose anything. You know what I mean? If it comes up that rotation, like I said, just mentioned about rotation. Yeah, I agree. I would play the 2 bigs together. Give them a little run in the non-conference schedule and see what they come out with the first Big East game. We'll see what happens.
Let me throw a name out to you, and Bill's going to know this, and Nicole, you're not, but it's no fault of yours because we're old. Glenn Mosley, right, Bill? You remember Glenn Mosley? Glenn Mosley, he's one of our all-time leading rebounders, one of our all-time leading scorers. Glenn Mosley was more of a 4 than a 5, but since we didn't have a 5, Glenn Mosley played 4. And then when Glenn Mosley left, some guy named Dewan Scott came. And I wished I could have seen those 2 play together. And then before that, there was a guy named Chris Razanka. And I would have loved to seen Razanka and Mosley play more together, but then Razanka got hurt. So we've never had that 4 or 5 combination. Maybe Ike and Romero a little bit, but I don't know. Even when you look back at Angel Delgado, I remember Angel. Yeah, Angel was a 4 playing 5, right? We didn't really have a 5, and Mike played 4 to Angel's 5. So I don't know. Nicole, more questions?
We have Angelo responding that he agrees, but he wants to see the compatibility before we get to Big East play, and that our defense is going to be our strength in the Big East.
Yeah, Angelo, our defense under Shaheen Holloway is our strength every year. I don't know if you know this, Angelo, but last year we were next to last in the country in points scored per game. That has to improve. Our defense kept us in the games, like any Shah's teams that, he preaches defense first, but we have to score points. If you don't score, you don't win. And you know what? Coach Willard, I know Nicole's not a super fan of the coach, but Coach Willard said two things: defend the three and shoot the three. Tonight, we didn't do either, right? And we're lucky we won tonight because we didn't defend the three and we didn't shoot the three.
Nope.
Bill, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree with you. I think Seton Hall needs to go back and back to the lab, as they used to say, the lab, and just recreate and say where are we missing these threes at, and the key moments, and who's the key guy to go for the 3-pointer and the clutch. You know what I mean?
Well, I thought it was Simpkins tonight. Simpkins 3 for 5.
Simpkins. Yep, I agree.
Yeah,
15 points. And
Eli and Bobby, Eli and the band's back in business. Eli's back tonight. What's up, Eli? How are you?
How's it going, everyone?
What's up, Eli?
How's it going?
Eli, you're another. Yeah, I mean, Bill and I are old, but we're surrounded by all this young talent, and it's a blessing. It's a total blessing. But we're talking about, and Eli, very apropos, because you were talking about our 3-point shooting the other game, and tonight we shot 6 for 21 from the threes. They shot 12 for 23 from the three. This guy, John Awoke, and he's the one that we heard about, 6 for 7 from the threes. They could not defend his 3-point shot. So, that's going to be, this team was not constructed to shoot threes. I don't know. We're going to have to find a way to score points the other way, but we can't be shooting 28% from threes either. That number, Paul, who we love, said we have to hit 7 a game. Well, I love you, Paul, but we hit 6 tonight, but only 28%. So that efficiency is just not there. I don't know. Nicole, your thoughts on the 3-point shooting? Are you a fan of 3-point shooting?
I'm not a fan of seeing us shoot air balls. We shot maybe about 3 or 4 of them tonight, and that was just defeating. Like, we're better than that.
Right. We're not only better than that, but the thing is the offensive efficiency. And last year, the problem with us, we didn't get a lot of – there were times that we used the shot clock and didn't get shots off, and that's inexcusable in my mind.
We have Tom Nichols here joining us.
Okay, let me just finish my thoughts, and then we'll go. Then we'll go to Coach Tom. You pop them in, and we got a producer extraordinaire. We got Nicole. I think that our we need the 3-point game to be a little bit better. And if not, we're going to have to score, like Angela said. Our defense is going to have to lead to our offense. And that's the good thing about being 10 guys deep, because, you're pressing and you're trying to score in transition and hopefully wear the other team out. But we didn't wear the other team out tonight. And we certainly didn't wear their coach out on the sideline, because that guy like ran a marathon tonight with all the action that he was doing up and down. Tom, are you there?
1 second. Let me get him on. All right, Tom, can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Yeah.
Tom, your thoughts on tonight?
Tom?
Hey, you guys summed up a lot. I would have said. I'll start off with sloppy, disorganized, but I will just say this Payne, I think, is amazing. I mean, we're talking about nicknames for Hines. I think we got to be talking about nicknames for Payne. Someone on Twitter said they wanted to copyright the logo "Bring on the Payne."
Oh, I like it.
P-A-Y-N-E. So I was really impressed with Payne. I guess what struck me is that we're looked at 4 guys tonight: Payne, Fisher, Bud, and Simpkins. I thought that they all at various times in the game, all came up with big plays. And Nick, before you were talking about Bud being a floor general, yeah, I mean, I looked at his stats: 4 boards, 6 assists, 11 points. I think he could have easily had 9 or 10 assists. Some of those passes that he made, they didn't result in scores, but boy, he had a hell of a game. And you're right in saying he's not scoring as much as he has in the past. He probably doesn't have to, but even when he's not scoring, he's just a huge contributor.
Yeah, but I think so. But what I've seen, and I'm a little surprised when he comes out. And Tom, what do you think about these line shifts? And I get what Shaw's doing, and we love Shaw, but there is a drop off, right, Eli? There's a drop off right now with him. And what do you, Eli? What do you think about that? What do you think about the hockey shifts?
You know, this was just, you know, it's an interesting situation. I unfortunately couldn't watch the game, so I couldn't tell you much about it because I was working. But again, 3-pointers was a big thing I was talking about. That was a struggle. We see it again tonight, and as I look at the stats again tonight.
Tom, what do you think about the hockey? You're an old Tom. You're an old AAU coach, right? 2 things on that. You're an old AAU coach. Not that you're old, but you're a long-time AAU coach. You coached against Gino Moriema, so come on. That not too many people can say that. But are you a fan of the 5-man shift, the 5-man switch?
I am for my U11 AAU team. Okay, but I think what Shaw's doing is I think he thought he had the upper hand tonight, and I think he just thought this was a good opportunity to bring in a whole other 5 and see how they do. But
and it worked. It worked Monday night.
It worked Monday night. It didn't work tonight because I think you made the point, or someone made the point, that as soon as that second unit, things went into the toilet, as Ed Norton used to say. I'm making a Honeymooners reference, and it's going over everybody's head. So
no. Hey, no. What honeymooners? No, absolutely. Humming Ed Norton. River.
Oh yeah.
Right.
But
now, Nicole, we're not even. Nicole, have you ever heard of Jackie Gleason?
I've heard of the Honeymooners.
Okay. Yeah.
There you go. You too, Eli. You know,
of course, I hear about the honeymooners, and Will, you watch our show Saturday morning, Sports Mano. That's all he talks about.
Yep. What? Bill talks about the honeymooners?
No, the show I do, Sports Mano on Saturday. The co-host of mine, Jim Monahan, it's all he talks about the honeymooners. And William watches my show too, so he knows all about it.
Yeah.
And do they talk about Harvey in the pool hall? You have no idea what I'm talking about. Go get your friend Harvey, and I'll get my friend Shirley. Sorry, that went over. We just lost
stay
5
on this
people
tangent,
on that
Nick.
one.
My favorite show is The Chef of the Future.
Tom, let me ask you a question. You're like I said, AAU coach. Did you see that guy, the coach of McMillan, the coach? Oh my God, I never saw. He did a marathon running up. I never saw a guy coach like that on the sidelines ever.
That was unbelievable. I mean, he was pouring sweat. He looked like Jerry Tarkanian, looking for the towel. He looked like James Brown. I thought he was going to collapse. I thought that the assistant coach.
If he had a Fitbit on, and I'm not exaggerating, he did 15,000 steps. That was insane.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get it. Maybe we'll get a spot on SportsCenter tonight.
Oh, has to. Oh my God, Nicole, what's Bobby saying?
He put the link
over
to
my
the
head.
show in the chat.
That was me.
That was Elijah. Okay. Bobby said that went over his head too.
Bobby's not a Honeymooners fan. No.
Hey, the last thing I'll just contribute before I go is I guess we got lucky tonight that Wagner shot 42% from the free throw line. And we shot 50%.
Yeah, that was the difference, right? We had to
make.
They scored 18 more points on threes than we did, right? So we had to make up for that somehow. I mean, I guess we made up on it for a defense, but yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Tom, I have a question for you before you go. You watched it on ESPN Plus, right?
Yeah.
one commentator, Vin Parisi, I believe his name was, he kept mispronouncing Shaheen's name so much that it was annoying the crap out of me. It's not Shaheen, it's Shaheen. Like, say it the way it's meant to be said.
Well, didn't he actually coach with Shaw at
I don't know.
Iona?
Shaheen.
I think that he did. I mean, one of the guys actually was an assistant coach. I think it was Iona. I'm not positive back in the day, but yeah, no, that was that was annoying.
It was very annoying. And then the second half of the game, ESPN Plus just decided to crap out, and my screen just froze for a good 10
All I
minutes.
know is when we do the women's games for ESPN Plus, the students have a really good. When we do a really good job, us students, for the most part. Stick it to us students, I think, not to the professionals.
All right.
Well, I think. How do you guys think the whole ESPN Plus thing is going so far?
Well,
I
for
think
me,
Okay, go ahead.
I find it really annoying that I have to manually go and search for Seton Hall when I put ESPN Plus on
Right.
my TV. You would think that you're in the area, it would be one of the games that's going to come on. I mean, Big East, you would think they would put the Big East stuff before everything else. They have all. I was talking to one of my friends that graduated from Seton Hall. He said that one of the games that was being like presented to him when he first signed in was a game between Central Arkansas and Lyon, where Central Arkansas was beating them 115-41.
Wow.
Like
Here's what you
you're
need to
showing
do.
this over Seton Hall basketball.
Nicole, here's take it from the old boomer. You got to go down to all the different events under sports, and then just go down to NCAA men's basketball
I did that.
and click that, and then it's probably about the 8th or 9th one. But
No, it didn't even come up for me. I had to manually search for Seton Hall.
Well,
I
that's
had
just how
trouble with
it is.
I had trouble
I mean,
with it too.
If it's a ranked team, I know ESPN puts them right away up front. Like if it's UConn,
Yeah.
they'll put them up front because
Yeah.
it's UConn.
Yeah.
But
Central
Seton
Arkansas
Hall.
and Lyon?
That one, I don't know why that's up there. How I think about this whole ESPN Plus stuff, I really like it because again, ESPN Plus is giving us students the opportunity to broadcast these games. So
Yeah.
that's number one why I'm happy about it.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
great.
And for at least the women's game, the men we can't touch because the men they're
Yeah.
the men's are the men. But we can do the women's games. But I'm really happy about that. And also, I think it's on a lot of options if you think about it. It's on ESPN Plus, Disney Plus, the ESPN app. It's pretty much all over the place. And if Seton Hall were to decide to do good, they can move them to ESPN3, whatever, once in a while, if I'm not mistaken, if how the scheduling works or anything. And I believe on the ESPN University channel. So it's more of, more eyes are now on Seton Hall. More eyes are watching the sports. I'm really happy that they picked up the ESPN Plus package. And obviously, if you have YouTube TV, I'm sorry that you can't watch anything right now. But
Hey, the other
really
thing
like
to
this
bear
stuff.
in mind with the ESPN Plus package, along with Peacock, is that ultimately that's putting money into our coffers.
That is
Yeah.
correct.
And it's my understanding, and I could be wrong, but it's my understanding that all the money from the two recent media deals that Val Ackerman negotiated, and I personally like Val Ackerman. I know a lot of people don't for various reasons, but it's my understanding that though that revenue is now going directly into the sports department.
Yep.
So that getting that extra money is making us that much more competitive. And yes, Nick, I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, but every other team in the Big East has the same advantage, and that's true. But I think, and if you listen to Mike Walsh, or you read what Mike Walsh has been saying a lot on the board, we still are in a good position because we're basketball only. We don't have football, and we are probably able to compete with a lot of the big schools. So I think it's a plus. Now, the other thing that you were saying about more visibility, if we have a good season and we win, well, we'll probably see a reduction in games that are just on Peacock. I can tell you what, I don't think UConn is on Peacock more than a couple times this year. I don't think St. John's is on Peacock more than a couple times. I could be wrong on that, but that's my.
I believe you're right, but yeah. But
That's my understanding on it. And
yeah.
I know, I'm pleased that I can talk about the NIL as Mr. Kovacs referred to it, the nil.
The
The
nil.
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 But yeah, I mean, it's a big deal, especially since we don't have a collaborative. Although I still do see, they're still selling pirate beer or pirate pesto or other stuff. But
Yeah, but
and one last thing about let's talk a little bit about the 3-point shooters. Okay, yeah, what did they hit 50%? Was it? No, 52% of their 3-pointers.
Well, they hit 12, Tom. They hit 12 and we hit 6.
All right, and what did they score? And what was the score? I can't even remember the score.
So they scored 61 points, 36 from threes.
All right, so if you look at the way Shaw plays defense, if you look at that press, if you look at the way he runs the help defense, yeah.
There's going to be gaps for the three. Yeah.
They're going to hit threes.
Right. Well, you're going to give them open threes. Right. If they break it, they're going to hit open threes. Yeah, I agree.
And people, saying, oh, how come there's always hey, I mean, that's a coaching decision. You can't blame that on the players. That's a coaching strategy that I agree with Shaw. I mean, I think Shaw's doing the right thing. But
I agree. I agree with the pressing and the trapping wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
I think we need to play up tempo, especially if he's going to play 10 guys. But we had a mirror image because they were pressing and trapping the whole game too. And then when we were breaking it, we were getting the threes, but we weren't hitting them.
But
that's not how we're really built.
Right. And my other pet peeve that I'll leave you with is when I see people on the board saying, oh, we got to get in the gym and shoot foul shots. We got to go in and practice foul shots, as if Shaw's not practicing, as if the team's not practicing foul shots.
Oh, Tom, that drives me effing insane. And and the reason I'm gonna say that because my son was a manager, and if he got on and he would tell you, Mike Enzi, everyone said Mike Enzi was a horrible foul shooter, right? So Mike Enzi would shoot, and then Nick would rebound for him, and they'd be like, Mike, come back when you hit 50. And a few minutes later or whenever they come back, Mike went like 50 for 53. But yet in the game, so there's nobody believe me, you could practice foul shots all you want. You're a coach, but it's different in a game.
It's different in a game.
Totally different in a game totally different.
So when I see that, it always just.
I know everybody practices foul shots.
I'll use my son would go to a basketball camp, would go to AAU tournaments, and he would win foul shooting. He would hit, one time in an AAU tournament, he hit 95 out of 100.
Wow.
But that was when you went over between games and you made your shots, or maybe there were 4 or 5 people standing around. In a game, he was a good foul shooter, but he hit 75%, 70%, still a good foul shooter, but there was still that drop off from a 95% to
right,
70%.
Exactly. And growing up, the Knights of Columbus used to have free throw shooting contests, and the kids that would win that were never like the best players on their team for whatever reason. It doesn't really, but again, it drives me crazy too because I know that everyone practices. And Christina jumped in, and we'll get to her question for a second. But when we went to the open practice, what they do is they try to simulate it. You miss a foul shot, guess what? Everybody runs and does push-ups. Everybody runs. So it's like you're doing your best. And we shot, 80% in the opening game? So, but tonight it wasn't there for whatever reason. Who knows? But you got to, they haven't really, they don't practice that much in Walsh anymore. They practice in a brand new facility.
Now, the other thing that I would bring up about that is, remember Nicole's favorite coach, what was his name? Kevin Williams?
Willard.
Willard, oh yeah.
Wait, I am a huge Kevin Willard fan. I love Kevin Willard. I love Shaheen.
Because I heard somebody before saying that, we should be bowing down. I'm just giving her a hard time, good naturedly. But Willard hated playing at Walsh.
Yeah. And I got to tell you, Walsh tonight was like, good thing the fire inspector didn't show up, because again, people, right, Bill? There was standing room only. Bill's trying to do his job, and people are looking over his shoulder. It was really a lot of standing.
But
It was an atmosphere, packed building. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And the crowd was really into it.
Now-
I thought the crowd was really into it tonight.
Now, can you guys compare it to Monday at the Prudential Center, like the crowd wise? Was it, less than we saw? Like, I know Prudential's are
The crowd was a bigger percentage of the volume. Okay,
The volume was kind of higher tonight.
Right. If this place holds 1,800, they had 1,700 or whatever, maybe even more than what they hold because of all the standing room, and they didn't have that the other night. But it could get loud. But the game day at the Rock is gotten really, really good. It really good. The game day crew with DJ Wally and everything. It was good tonight, and it was rocking tonight. But again, there wasn't like much reason for everyone. I mean, there were blocks and dunks and everything open night. There wasn't a lot of that tonight to get everyone excited, right, Bill? You agree?
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. I think the student body, when they're actually at Walsh, they should come over. It's like a bigger and festive environment. You know what I mean? Compared with the Prudential. Well, you got to weigh both arenas. Because Prudential's more bigger than Walsh Gym.
And that was the point I was about to bring up. And Will, you covered it perfectly right there. When you're at Walsh, it's easier for the dorm students to go there. The students can feel like a college once again, and it's like a college atmosphere. When you're at the smaller gym, the students are there. The Prudential Center, not to be rude, but it's mostly the people that just want to pay to go there, and they're not going to be. They're mostly going to be alumni like you, Nick. You're going to people like you guys. The media are going to be there, and fans that like younger kids that want to watch a basketball game. Like I know my sister, probably her friends, they probably would have went to the Prudential Center to watch the game. They probably would have went to Walsh though to watch the game. That's just the bottom line.
When we win, Eli, and we've had this argument. When we win, the students will come, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Especially when we win and we're on national television because they all want to be on TV.
And the parking show is a nightmare at Seton Hall too.
The
parking must have been a nightmare
early
too.
Morning.
All right, Tom. Thank you for hopping in, Tom.
With a couple quick things.
Yeah, go, Tom.
Great game tonight from Mamu. Mamu's getting serious minutes. He's getting 20, 22 minutes. I think he's for the season. He's averaging around 8 points a game and about 4 or 5 boards. So Mamu is getting great rotation minutes. Dre Davis just latched on or just signed another contract. He's with the Long Island Nets. Jason Bediako is with the Toronto Raptors affiliate in the G League, which I can't remember their name. And they're expecting big things from Seton Hall graduate Kadari Richmond at the Washington Go-Go's. I'll leave you with that, and maybe you can discuss what the hell a go-go is.
Oh, wow. I just saw the Millburn logo. You guys are great. Thank you. You know what they were back in the day, right? You can't call them that ever again.
Okay.
They were the Washington Bullets.
Oh, yeah.
When they had Earl Monroe.
Now, you want to go old school, Baltimore Bullets.
The Baltimore Bullets, yeah.
Wes Unseld, Earl of Pearl, Kevin Lockery.
Kevin Lockery, yes. Jack Marin.
Yeah. Those teams matched up. Gus Johnson, the power forward.
Gus Johnson
against Dave DeBusschere, one of the best matchups you'll ever see.
And then for some ungodly reason, they traded Earl Monroe to the Knicks.
Yep.
For Mike Reardon, and I don't remember. It was totally lopsided.
Was it like Dan Hoskett or something? I think it was Stallworth.
Maybe I thought like that's. I think that Baltimore just wanted to get rid of the contract.
Yeah, I'll let you go. Great show. Keep up the good work. Eli, I'm very impressed with you. You make me proud to be a Pirate. glad to see the students doing such a great job. Very impressive.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Gizzy, always a pleasure.
Thank you, Tom.
Nicole, questions?
We have questions from your daughter. She asked, how did today differ from Monday, as she was out and didn't get to watch? And she also asked if they did the mattress game, which from watching ESPN at halftime, I believe they did.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Bill, how did it differ? And then I'll take the mattress game.
No, I wasn't really paying no attention to it, but
Mattress game. But what was the difference between tonight's game and the other game? And like, what would you say the difference in our play was? And then we'll talk about mattresses.
The difference in our play tonight was like it was like lackadaisical. You know what I mean? They wasn't finding themselves in the game, but it was like a little different atmosphere. But but in the Masters game, I wasn't really paying no mind to it.
So what they did, and I'm going to explain the mattress game again. And the mattress game, Seton Hall University, I love you, but that's a lawsuit waiting to happen. They put two mattresses. Eli, did you see the Oh, you weren't. I didn't go. They put two mattresses, and they have like three guys on each team, and they run and they dive on the mattress and propel the mattress forward, and then the next guy goes. Someone's gonna miss that damn mattress and crack their head open.
You know what? It's all right, because that's what we call passionate fans at the Rock and at Walsh. That's what we call it.
So what they did tonight was, Bill, it wasn't a mattress game. They had some of those foamy chairs or whatever. And
those cool chairs, whatever they had, and the musical chairs, was it?
Yeah, they had musical chairs.
Yeah, they did
on
a
ladies thought it was like a WWE death match. They're knocking each other all over the place, right? And then the Pirates pushing people. I'm like, are we watching WWE or Seton Hall basketball? It was
so Nick, you missed it Monday night when they did that mattress thing. When they came, those guys sit right there. They almost knocked over two camera guys with heavy and expensive equipment in their hands.
Yeah, that was a lawsuit right there.
Back to the whole musical chairs thing. The musical chairs thing has gone so competitive lately, not just at Seton Hall, but everywhere. I mean, no matter where I've been to, and they play musical chairs, it's gotten so much competitive where you're pushing, shoving. It's gotten like a real deal here.
It's almost a sport in itself now.
I know.
But here's the thing. With musical chairs like tonight, they're killing each other. What was the damn prize? I don't know what the prize was.
I think a T-shirt. Whatever. Usually
right, you're gonna knock someone over for a T-shirt.
Hey Nick, I'm gonna make you laugh. Remember the Newark Bears in Newark when they used to do the intermission or whatever? They used to have sumo wrestling.
Yes. The Newark Bears. The Newark Bears were a team that you could take the train from South Orange, get off at Broad Street, walk across the street. And the Newark Bears at one point had a roster of, correct me if I'm wrong, Ricky Henderson, Jose Canseco, Ozzie Canseco, and Jim Layrich and Lance Johnson.
Yep.
An amazing,
By the way, for anybody who's watching in the chat or live, you could scan the QR code or click on the link in the chat to come join in the conversation. To call,
we would love to have you.
We are taking callers.
Right now, Bobby. Ask Stack Monster the question you got to ask him.
Now, real quick, the one stat I do have from the evening was in the second half of the game, when Stack Monster sat up out of his chair, we shot 17% from the foul line. So I told his son, tell your dad to sit down and stop standing up during free throws. What's up, Stack Monster? What's up, buddy?
So I want to know. Stack
Monster to join the conversation. I don't know if anybody has.
Yeah, what's going to join us?
If anybody has his Facebook and wants to DM him.
Oh, by the way, we all saw Stack Monster and his and Junior Stack Monster sitting under the seat. He stuck his wife and his mother somewhere up in God's country in the nosebleed sections.
Wait, the wife was there? Wait,
I ran into her during the game. She asked me where her seats were. I met her before, so I know she said hello and everything. And she was with his mom. And while Stack Monster is sitting there enjoying the glory of being a human mascot, His poor wife and mother were sitting somewhere up in the nosebleeds.
And here's the thing, and Christina, the seats we're talking about, those aren't normal seats. They put those there for VIPs and big donors. A friend of our, Rich Palumbo, ended up in those seats because they didn't have so they threw it there. But Coach Boz was sitting there. There's Coach Boz, and he turns around, and there's Stack Monster. Oh my God, that would have been. I hope.
I want to hear about the conversation. If he can join the show, if anybody sent him the link, that'd be great because I want to hear that. I like to hear those thoughts. I can't scan the code because I don't have my phone.
Glenn, want me to send you the link? You want the link?
Send him the link on Facebook. Yeah.
I sent it to him.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's on Facebook. Nicole sent it.
He's gonna come on and he's gonna go crazy. It's just gonna be.
By the way, I was driving home and I heard you guys. Everybody was talking about. I shook Coach Boz's hand. Total fanboy. He's the ultimate Seton Hall fanboy. I'm telling you.
He's in his glory tonight.
I mean, he gets starstruck with the pirate. I mean, come on.
He's the talk of the town tonight.
Oh, my other question: did the Pirate do his 15 laps that he did during the fourth quarter dance set with the cheer team and the dance team?
Oh, no. during Flagman fiasco.
Yeah, because I know during the women's games, the Pirate just goes around 15 laps during the fourth quarter. I don't know if you caught on with it, Bobby. When they do the fourth quarter dance in the first media timeout, they do like the cheerleading dance. The Pirate just goes around in circles. We just see it all the time in the camera. We want to just count.
All right, we have to watch for that on Monday.
Monday, yeah, fourth quarter when they do the cheer dance or whatever it is in the fourth quarter.
Me and Bill had the worst season. We're like starting the game. You know how everybody sits up before the first basket scored?
Yep.
Me and Bill can't see a damn thing.
Oh, here's
I was asking, hey Nick. I was asking Bobby, why does the stand up before the first basket?
That's tradition. That's fine. I'm fine with it. It's just tradition. But
wait, everyone, 1 second. Just chill for 1 second. Stack Monster, can you hear us?
What does he got?
Glenn.
Hold on.
Glenn, are you there? Glenn,
yeah.
Before you do your stick, just 1 second. You got
a swag bag.
Glenn, 2 questions. How did you get your seats? And is it true you had your wife sit in Bob Uecker seats while you were in Jack Nicholson's seats? You gave your wife Bob Uecker seats. Is that true?
First of all, there are no Bob Uecker seats at Walsh Gymnasium. Every seat's a good seat.
I don't know.
That would be a Bill sitting, for God's sakes.
Announcers. You guys can hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. You're good.
Testing. Bueller.
You're fine.
Bueller. Oh, okay. First of all, so here's the story. The story goes like this. I bought those 2 seats that my wife and my mom were sitting in. Then at the meet and greet back in September for season ticket holders, they had some raffles.
Yes.
So I was, doing whatever I was doing, and I kind of went late to the raffle, but they had like 6 or 7 different things they were raffling off.
Right.
So by the time I got over there, they'd already raffled a couple things off, but there were still 2 I could put my tickets in. So I went and put my tickets in, and hell, I won. Of course, everybody there that knew who I was were fixed. It's a fix. It's a fix. But it was just dumb luck.
Did you wait, Glenn? Did you bend the corner of your ticket?
No, I didn't.
People
but I'm
bend
keep that
Nicole Gizzy taught me that trick. You bend the corner. She's a big gambler. You bend the corner of the ticket so when someone puts their hand in, they're more likely to feel it.
Oh man, I gotta talk to my makeup guy.
So Glenn, you were right there. So Glenn, you were right there in your Jack Nicholson seats. Your wife was in nosebleeds, but let me and I don't know. I don't know if you're in a dog. I'd be in the doghouse. I'm in a doghouse. And I didn't even do that.
No. It was if I gave my mom a piggyback ride upstairs, it was okay. That's how I keep the quad strong. Yeah. No, dude, I was so hyped, man. I was like, I almost got knocked over by the tuba player on the way in. It was great. I shook Coach Boz's hand. I said, congratulations on a good start to your season. And, yeah, I was in heaven, man. Brian Felt came over. A lot of good guys there, man. I'm having a good time, man.
What do you think about the way we came out tonight? What do you think about the play tonight?
Dude, we came out smoking. We were up 12-3. I was hyped. I'm going nuts on under the basket. Second team came in. Something wasn't quite right there.
Are you a
Next
fan
thing
of
you
the
know,
5 in, 5 out?
I don't know. Well, ask me in 3 months.
Yeah.
But
Okay, good point.
That's what I said.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you guys listen to the post game show. I always like to listen to the Seton Hall post game show because I want to hear what Shaw has to say.
What did he say?
And
What did he say?
well, he basically said, there's a lot of things we've got to work on. I'm not happy, but there are some merits to coming out and with a game like this, because you start blowing everybody out, you think you get a little full of yourself. So, the positives. I mean, he thought Elijah Fisher was a positive, and but yeah, he wasn't happy with how they played. He said it felt like a loss, but he's glad they won. You know what I mean?
So you're
He
saying
was,
the team's going to be practicing 8 o'clock tomorrow morning?
Probably.
well, he didn't come out and say that, but I mean, I would imagine free throws are going to be part of the
Of
equation.
course.
How is it they can shoot free throws at the Rock, which I would think would be harder, but not at Walsh? But then I forget, they got the new practice facility. They're shooting free throws in there. Maybe we should have played the game there, and we could have sat in the film room.
So do you think that's a thing? The rims are different? You think that's a real thing?
I don't know. I maybe it's just my fault. Look at what they had on my seat.
Oh my God!
He took it home.
They spelled.
He took it
They
home.
They spelled my name, guys. They spelled my name wrong. They forgot monster. But anyway,
Monster. Wait, show it again. Show it again.
Throw it again.
Show it up. Yay!
I'm exhausted. Good thing I had 10 hours of sleep last night.
Glenn, you were the talk of the group tonight.
Did Bobby? Are you there?
He's there.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, first of all, I want to know why when I watch this back, it sounds like everybody has a lisp. What is up with that?
Has a what?
A lisp, like a lisp. Like a lisp. Listen back and listen to
Well,
how
you're
sound.
the physical therapist. You tell us.
Exactly.
I don't know. I didn't take 8 years of training. You tell us.
I'm not a speech pathologist. I'm still trying to learn how to eat with these.
Oh God, no! Please.
Oh boy.
He's gonna go off the rails. He did better than I thought, but all right.
I'm so tired right now, and my wife, don't tell her, but she was like, "Really? You're not going to talk to your wife? You're going to go on and talk to other people?" I'm like, she's upstairs. I'm going to get reprimanded. Oh, did you know I got reprimanded by my son? You want to know what happened?
Tell us.
So, all right. So, I'm doing it. All of a sudden, one of the balls comes right to me.
And you missed it.
So
Yeah, you
pick up the
literally
ball.
missed it.
No. That one I purposely let go. You got to let me finish the story, guys. So the first ball comes, right? I take it. I look up. The ref's like, so I toss it over to the ref. Okay? All right. Feeling good about myself. Good hands. Good throw. All right. Nobody picked it off. Second time the ball comes, I pick it up. I look over the ref. He's ignoring me. Meanwhile, the player's trying to grab the ball from my hands. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. I was like, I thought the ref wanted it. Okay, I give it to the player. Sam laid into me. What are you doing? What are you doing? Get thrown out of here. Jesus, Dad, why you got to do all that kind of stuff? So then the third time the ball came to me, I let it go. But I have it on video, and I'm going to post it.
It was all over ESPN Plus.
Could you imagine?
Yeah, can you believe
Would that be
I
a
don't have
Sports Center
ESPN?
highlight?
It might
We
be a
had the
Sports Center tonight.
perfect view of you.
I would have recorded the game, but I don't have ESPN
You
Plus.
can't record on
Oh, by the way,
ESPN.
hold on, people.
Oh, okay.
I heard this conversation on my way home. The reason this is how you get Seton Hall Sports to the front and center of your ESPN Plus. List them as a team you follow. CBS Sports and ESPN both have the same thing. When you sign up for their particular pages, you can kind of click off which teams you follow. Like I got Notre Dame, Seton Hall men's, women's basketball,
That
Steelers,
makes sense.
Giants. When you do that, those teams go to the front and center of your scoreboard, and your stuff's right there. You just press watch.
Do you have to do that on the television, or does you have to do it on your ESPN app?
I think it's on the ESPN app, but then it'll set you up for television and whatnot. Because all my, like I said, I did it all the time. My scores come right up. Teams that I follow,
That's
and
interesting.
then when I go to watch them live, they're right there on the forefront.
So you're telling me to hijack my dad's account and do it for him?
Yes.
Got it.
Yes.
Pretty much.
But I have Verizon Fios TV, and if I get ESPN Plus on that, then I could just record on my TV because I have the DVR.
I don't know if it works that way.
I don't know. I guess I'll just have to live the rest of my life not knowing how I looked on
I have to imagine all those games that ESPN Plus carries. That there's got to be somewhere to watch them again.
Yeah, there has to be.
Archived on the ESPN app, they say, and you can rewatch it again on ESPN Plus for like a couple of months, whatever, and then it goes away.
But let me ask you guys this, because I heard nothing. Seton Hall fans love to bitch and moan anyway. But is this better? It's true, Eli. Is this better than back in the day? You know, we were on UHF. You know, so this is so much better. But was it better with Nicole? Better with Peacock or better this way?
Quite honestly, I didn't start watching the games on Peacock until the Big East tournament, so I can't really answer because
So I think it was harder for people to get Peacock than ESPN Plus, right?
Probably, but I've also
I think Eli said it. You get Disney Plus, you get Hulu,
get all these
other things. You get
The
ESPN
Disney
Plus.
package. Yeah.
The Disney package, but keep in
Nick, I'll
mind,
give you a quick analysis. As you know, we're on Surge Sports, right? So we do. Eli and I will do live streaming games.
right.
So you got to figure ESPN Plus. ESPN is a much more bigger sports company than NBC.
Of course.
So
Which they are.
they're going to have the better bandwidth, the better brand,
Yeah.
whole 9 yards. So it probably is better for us. ESPN is the biggest sports entity out there.
No question about it.
So, but be like, I don't laugh that people are complaining about the broadcast today. And how many times we get oh my God, your screen's lagging.
But hey, well, that would
They're
students
employed
didn't
in our
run that.
company. We're not. Not yet. Anyway. But
Yeah, the students didn't run that broadcast, if I'm not mistaken. It was all ESPN's people, if I'm not mistaken.
But when you watch ESPN Plus and you go down, and there's just so many announcers that they can get. So if you're talking Dartmouth against whoever,
right?
I mean, that's like the Z team. You could take any two of us and let us call that game, and we would do just as good a job as them.
If you watch, Nick, again, we're way ahead. Yeah, it's a long time away yet, but I love the time. But when March Madness comes, you start seeing some of the most obscure broadcasters because they probably hire them from all over the country, other stations,
right,
just to fill the gap for March Madness because there's so many games going on at once, men's, women's, the other tournaments, the NIT, the BIT.
There's so many tournaments, and they.
I know a lot of those guys,
shows.
not the main ones. And I got to tell you, I miss Fox Sports with Gus and Billy. I thought Gus and Billy were like, right, Bobby? They were they were great.
What Trenton makes, the world takes.
Yeah, I thought Gus was amazing, and that, I understand you got to get the best contract, and it's about NIL, like Tom Eckel. I get all that, and we did say NIL, we did talk NIL, so not whatever.
But I want to point out though, I think losing Fox Sports was a bad loss. I think, in my opinion, because not everybody has Peacock.
I agree.
A lot more people have ESPN packages. That makes sense. It's a smarter deal, and pretty much every college out there has an ESPN package. It makes sense, no question about it. But losing Fox Sports is pretty bad because you used to be on FS1, Fox, national coverage everywhere.
I know.
Not just your local school watching, because on Peacock, guarantee it's only local fans or anybody who's in the Big East that really cares about watching a Seton Hall game.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Absolutely. Yeah, no, it was fun, and that was the highlight when we were good back. I mean, so I don't know, but
my favorite part was every time we played at home, I got to see my son on TV.
Oh yeah, because your son was in the student section. He was on the leadership for the Bluebeard Army, and he sat in the first row. And back then, the students. And it's not even that long ago. They were right up front. Yeah, I have video clips of like him with the wigs and all that stuff. And some of the teams they played, like Villanova and
they go hard.
Rutgers.
Oh yeah.
there were walk-ons, not walk-ons, but players on both teams that Sam played with and played against, but they didn't play. They were like on the end of the bench, so Sam was always talking trash.
I
Yeah, no.
remember those.
I mean, during that era, my son was a manager, and he got
Right.
a lot of TV time.
Yeah.
And there are people that would call the house and say to Annette, you know, what channel's the game on? We want to see your son on TV. And you know, it was interesting.
That was cool,
interesting.
right, Nick? It was cool.
It was cool. No, it was definitely cool. They didn't think it was cool. They just took it, you know, like
Yeah,
who
they
cares?
don't care. But you know,
Right.
someday they'll be parents, Nick, just like us, and they'll know. They'll know.
Exactly. I don't know any more questions. No, guys. If you're out there, please feel free. I know it's Friday night, 11:13, but you're welcome to hop in. Any questions at all?
Hey, Glenn, I was there. I got there about 6:45. How was that beer garden?
I didn't stay that long. It's funny. They gave everybody 3 tickets because you couldn't have more than 3 beers. So they gave me 3. They gave my wife 3. I was like, we don't need 6 tickets. Give these to somebody else. And my wife and each had one. We each had a beer. It was good. She had a hard seltzer, I think.
You had to
but
sign up. You had to sign up for it, though, right?
You had to register, but honestly, when you got there, if you would have walked in, they would have given you tickets. They
had hard seltzer. I would have went.
Oh yeah, hard seltzer.
And that said you had to register, so we didn't bother.
Yeah, well, it did say that. I did register for the heck of it. We went. I took my mom and we went to BGR and had some burgers.
Wait, you took your mom? You took your mom to the beer garden?
Well, yeah, we stopped by.
It was crowded. Oh my God!
Hey, come on now. My mom's from the hippie generation. Here's an interesting tidbit. Okay, I'm 62 years old. My mom is only 62 plus 15 is 72. She's 77.
77.
Wait, your mom had you when she was 15 years old?
She did. She got married when she got married at 14. Wow. She had to go down to South Carolina. You couldn't get married in New Jersey.
Wow.
So you have a very close relationship with your mom. That's so cool.
Yeah. My stepdad's only 13 years older than me. How about that?
Wow.
Very interesting. Here's another tidbit, another Stack Monster trivia. When I started 5th grade, my parents moved. We were living in a hippie commune in one of those big mansions in South Orange on Warwick Avenue, right just a couple blocks from Seton Hall. Now, of course, I was in 5th grade, and I was only there for about 4 months before we moved out of the hippie commune. And my dad and mom split, and we ended up in a farmhouse somewhere out in Timbuktu.
Wait a minute. I don't want to get into great detail here, but did your mom go to Woodstock?
No, she didn't go to Woodstock. She wasn't. She had me in 1960. No, she didn't go to Woodstock. Nope. She was busy raising 2 kids when Woodstock came. Anyway, enough about me. How are you guys doing tonight?
You're the talk of the town tonight, though.
But Nicole, don't you feel good that the pressure? And again, I said it earlier. It's like, you know, J.D. Walker, you know, and we got to pump J.D. doing a great job on. And we're all one community. J.D. Walker with Pirate Crew, WSOU, us. Not those other people, but we're all one fan. We're all doing the same thing. We're all supporting Seton Hall Pirate basketball. But J.D. Walker came up to me and said, "I love your show, but you guys got to take it easy on Nicole. You're too little bit rough on Nicole." And I'm like, JD, she didn't know who Mick Jagger was, and he's defending you. So I said,
I know who they are by name, but if you show me a picture, I probably don't know.
That's why the Gizzy and Woody show is going to be our top rated show on sports.
I'm waiting for that day.
Oh, by the way, wait, one more thing. I saw he is alive. I saw Nick Morgan tonight walking in. I yelled, "Hey, Nick," and he waved, and it was good. You know, Nick, if you got to come back on. We miss you, buddy. You were great.
I keep telling him that.
Yeah, I you know, please come on. Chris Jones is doing other things. He's moved on, but Nick, you got to come on. I mean, Eli, have you ever run into Nick Morgan on campus?
I have not, no.
So you don't know who Nick Morgan is?
He's super tall. He's the HRA of Terrell.
I will have to look at a picture and I'll find him, I guess, somewhere.
I'll send you a photo.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, great guy, great kid. He was an umpire. Some grandmother gave him a hard time. He had to throw grandmother out of a little league field. But great guy. Great guy.
He worked for this. He worked for the Staten Island Ferries over the summer. Ferry Hawks. Ferry Hawks.
Oh, Fairy Hawks. I was gonna say the ferry. I was gonna say.
No, I'm not thinking straight right now. It's
No, and he did a good job. Yeah.
No, he's doing great.
I'll be sure to take a look for him.
Where's 7 names tonight?
7 Names is working the overnight shift.
That's right. Yes, he mentioned.
Wait,
that.
what does he do for a living?
He's working for some sports game stat company. I really don't know too much about it. But this week he's filling in for someone who's in the hospital. So he's been doing overnight pretty much last week and this week. And I don't know how he does it.
Okay.
A question for you.
Your mic is
Your
all
mic is-
staticky.
Glenn, check your mic.
My mic, yeah, it just got
Yeah, it's a little
Hold
pixelated.
on, mute it and then unmute it.
Nicole, I have a homework assignment for you. I have a few things, but we have to have our Seton Hall theme song. We got to get for our intro song.
We need an intro song. Okay.
You know,
Yeah,
when
we
the
need
show
an intro
starts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just needs to be something that's not copyrighted.
I mean, it's not Notre Dame, but it's growing on me.
I mean, is there a way we can get like a recording of the fight song?
Hey, as I'm saying, gotta be somewhere,
fight
right?
for the blue and
Yeah,
white.
as
and
long as it's
glory
not
of
copyrighted.
Seton Hall.
It is. It's not Notre Dame, right? But it's catchy.
No, there's not anything like
Nothing compares to Notre Dame.
Someone has to reach out to the band and hope that the songs aren't copyrighted, or if they can come up.
By the way, I thought this is, I think
Morgan
this
is
is
in the
hilarious. We have 11. How many transfers do we have? We have 11 new guys.
pretty much the whole team.
11.
whole team
Well,
essentially.
one's a freshman, so I guess 10 transfers.
After every game, right? Oh, let's sing the alma mater. These guys have no idea.
They're just
what the
standing there,
song
probably,
is.
right?
Yep.
I mean, I don't even know by
I
heart.
don't know what the song is. I'm a
Honestly,
graduate.
I don't even know what the alma mater is.
No, I just know
But they
this-
they forced them to sing it after a game, and no one knows what the hell the song is.
The only time
Oh,
they
no.
gave it to us was my freshman year at convocation, and that was the last we've ever
Yeah.
saw it. I mean, I don't even think people really do sing it at the games.
No. Some of the
So-
passionate fans do, but
Yeah.
they don't even put up the song on the scoreboard, which it is a lot to do because then you have to change everything. It's hard to do that. And keep it-
After a win, it's great. Like back in the day, the team would go out, they would sing the alma mater in front of the student section, and they would all like hug each other. Great thing. But then one game after a loss, you're still supposed to do it after a loss, right? So Veer Singh went running out there all by himself, and like all of a sudden his teammates were going in the locker room, had to realize and run out and join him. Yeah, so you do it after wins and losses, but they still do it. They did it. Did they do it tonight? I left.
I was walking down the stairs, but I'm pretty sure they announced it. And that's what I'm saying. Even like the other night at the Crew Center, they all line up to sing it, and nobody knows the words. They're
No
all
one
new.
knows it.
But honestly, who cares about if they know the lyrics or not? Focus on winning basketball games,
Exactly.
making baskets, and making those 3-pointers.
We need to prove the haters wrong.
Prove the flipping haters
Glenn, do you have a
wrong,
question, Glenn?
because
Yeah, can
this
you,
is like
I left and came back. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're better.
I can hear you.
Oh, that's better. Okay, so I have 2 questions for Nick. One, did you call Hall Line tonight?
yes, I did.
I must have got to it too late. I don't ever join Hall Line or listen to it till I'm done listening to Shaw's interview. And by the time I got to Hall Line, there was like 2 callers I heard, Abbott and one other guy.
Oh,
I heard Abbott.
I met Abbott tonight.
Oh, you
Abbott's a nice man.
did.
Well, I met I had to bust his balls. I had to. I said, Abbott, when did you graduate? Because his call, this is Abbott, class of 66, season ticket holder, 68. And I
Yep.
said to him, what did you do for those 2 years? And he goes, I was in the Army. So I'm like, I said, thank you for your service. So he was in
God-
Vietnam, I guess.
Wow.
God bless him from
So
one
I
veteran
did. I
to
said, God
another.
bless you. Thank you for your service. So
Yes,
and then
Veterans
I
Day is
invited
next
him-
week.
I invited him to come on here. He's like, oh, I don't know Facebook. I'm like, you don't need to know Facebook. Just believe me. We'll send you the link. We got to get Abbott on here.
We gotta
That
get
didn't
into
help.
it.
YouTube is so simple to use. Use YouTube. I mean, YouTube is
We're
I
free.
gonna have
know.
we're gonna have
It
phone calls
wasn't.
soon. We're
It
gonna have
wasn't
phone calls
working
soon.
for me for
Yep.
YouTube. Nick, I had one more question for you. How's
Yeah.
your wife's foot?
My wife's foot?
Yeah, she had heard it before.
No,
Monday.
not. It got worse. Yeah,
Uh-oh.
I don't want it. She's yeah. She was hobbling tonight. She has a cane. She has
Okay.
a boot. She's got. We were supposed to be at a wedding
Get
tomorrow. We
X-rays.
just couldn't go. Yeah, she
Get
might have some
X-rays.
torn ligaments, but they
All
can't do the MRI until the swelling goes down.
Any questions? Just message me privately. If I
Will
can give
do.
you any
Will
advice.
do.
you know,
Thank
I will
you
do so.
thank you for asking, Glenn. You're a good guy.
I am. Yeah. Well, I am actually serious sometimes. You know, but but
See, this is what I mean. We are a community. We are a family. We're not just a Facebook group that talks
Facebook,
about basketball.
No,
No,
and
I
that's
love- I love
why this
helping
show is
people,
so
man.
popular.
Yeah.
It's why we could do something on Taylor Swift and get 4,500 views. I mean, I know. It's like, you know, and our and the first post game show was like 4.7. So
That's
Wow.
crazy.
yeah.
That is
guys,
awesome.
I'm gonna run. I gotta get
All
some
right, I
shut
think we're
eye.
all gonna get ready to.
I think so.
All right. I gotta hit the gym tomorrow. Later.
Take
Hey,
care.
Stag
Stag
Monster.
God bless
Monster.
everybody.
Wait, Stag
Later.
Monster. Do you take creatine?
No. I just take a pre-workout just to give me the energy because I'm working out at 5:15, 5:30 in the morning.
Wait. You take a pre-workout? Oh my God.
Yeah, it's basically
Your heart rate must be through the roof. You're psyched up enough.
No, dude. My heart rate usually in the morning is about 58 to 65.
Wow.
And my blood pressure is like 117 over like 60 something. I have my own blood pressure cuff. I monitor my blood pressure, all that
wow.
stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I believe in preventative maintenance, but I need a little. It's basically a little caffeine and stuff like that, and then I do a post workout myofusion protein drink with branched chain amino acids, and that's it.
Okay. Wow. Well,
That's
keep
it.
it
I
up.
don't. And
You're
then I try
doing
to.
great.
I eat right. My wife's a great cook, and she always gives us balanced meals. We always have vegetables. Lord knows what I would look like if I didn't marry this sweet little Italian woman. Well, she's not always so sweet. She's a little salty and spicy sometimes, but
All right.
I love her, and it's just about it's a lifestyle.
Yep.
Steady as she goes. That's the way I approach it.
All right. Anybody have any other thing to talk about? Bye, Glenn.
Miss y'all.
Bye,
God
Glenn.
bless. See you
Thank you.
Monday.
Thank you. We got to do this again Monday night. This is too much fun. We got to do it
That
again
might
Monday
be a
night.
little harder for me. Mondays are tough. Later.
Take care.
Well, we got to have a group training session soon.
Yes, we do need to have the group training session. We got to talk about that. We got to plan on a group training session, and probably pushing the show back to at least 10:15 for both me and Bobby at least, because
No, that's fair.
Because,
That's totally fair.
you
But
know,
we'll base it on.
No, but I
when
think
we,
Monday's game. Oh, I think Monday's game 7:00. So it'll be earlier anyway.
So
Right.
we want to do 10 Monday anyway.
I'm working the game on Monday, so I probably won't be home till at least 10 o'clock. So if we can
Yeah,
do
give you
10:15,
guys. I mean,
that'll be better.
yeah, that's fine. I just want to keep this consistent.
We will,
because
that's for
it's
sure.
fun and it's
I
But we
just
need-
noticed
We just gotta
something.
push the
What?
tide, man, that's all.
Elijah has a new background.
It changes every week.
What?
He has a Christmas tree up now and snowmen.
Yeah.
You put your Christmas tree up already? My daughter
Yeah.
did too. So I'm not. Wow.
So
gotta get
Eli,
my-
what time is our buddy Jim? What time are we on? Right, 7:30.
I'm on tomorrow at 10 o'clock.
Oh, you can sleep in a little bit. All right.
Well, not really. I got to do my notes for tomorrow. I usually do.
Eli, where do you work?
I work at ShopRite.
Okay, cool.
So I work there Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then I do podcast the weekends pretty much.
So you keep
Yeah, if you're up
busy.
early,
God
if you're up
bless
in
you.
him and Jim, who I used to be Jim's co-host.
Yep.
Then I passed it off to Eli. They're on every Saturday morning, usually
10 a.m.
10, sometimes earlier.
Yep, it's a great show. We talk about pretty much all sports and everything you could think of. So yeah, be sure to tune in.
Surge Sports, the #1 network of part of the Seton Hall Pirate
Absolutely.
community. I love Surge Sports, even though I don't have my Surge Sport hat yet. But
You're
whatever.
getting it for the, you're getting it for the first.
If you want to do Surge Sports shirts, I know a great vendor.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out next week because your first media coverage is not until 2 weeks yet, right? Because the women travel for a
Right.
while.
The women's, right. Yeah.
So you'll get it soon. I'm working.
We
on
got to
it.
do that meeting where we talk about all the shows, logistics, and the whole T-shirts and going and everything. And
Trust me,
Speaking
I'm
of-
walking into that next game, women's game, with a nice white hoodie that says Coach Boz Show Season 3 on it. Trust me.
Speaking of the Lady Pirates, I saw they were watching the game tonight from Coach B's office.
they got the best seats in the house. Who are you
I
kidding?
know.
I'm jealous. I'm not up there. You could see the office the whole time because he doesn't shut the window. So
Yeah.
Well, we're doing a show. He said we're doing a show there live, probably 1 or 2 times this season. So I'm looking forward to that.
ooh, okay, all right.
Awesome.
Any final thoughts?
Want to wrap it up?
why not?
Bill Hathaway, you're quiet. Anything?
No, I'm not quiet. I'm just listening. So I got
Anything going on with Chuck Schumer? You're talking about Chuck Schumer? No.
No, all time.
No.
Like I'm just gonna say, it's a side note from tonight's game. All-time meeting with Seton Hall holding their 30-6 advantage. And talking about the Wagner series in Seton Hall last year, Seton Hall beat them 54-28. So my last thoughts for tonight, I think it's the team is work in progress. Hopefully it'll get better, and it is what it is.
All right, let me throw this out here. What famous Seton Hall coach was a head coach at Wagner and beat us at Walsh?
So I don't know.
Oh, I think I know.
Wait,
this.
if Nicole gets, oh my God, you got to get this, Nicole.
Wait, is it
Come on, Nicole. It's not that hard.
Bobby Hurley? No.
Oh my God. Bobby Hurley never coached us. PJ Carlissimo.
Okay, I would not.
Nice try.
What was Danny's first job? Was it Wagner?
And Danny's right. There you go. Danny was at Wagner. Yes. No, Danny's first job. Danny was at St. Benedict's.
No, I meant
He was in
college. I meant
Newark,
college.
right?
I meant college.
Yeah, and then he went from St. Benedict's to Wagner. That's right.
St. Benedict's was in Newark, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's why I was thinking Hurley.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
no,
went
exactly.
Wagner, Rhode Island, somewhere else, right? Was it Rhode Island right to Connecticut?
I think it was Wagner, Rhode Island, Connecticut. Yeah.
Unless I'm mixing it up. Unless Bobby Hurley coached in Jersey City.
The father coached.
The father's a legend. Yeah.
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 St. Anthony's, I think.
There you go. Miracle.
Yeah, I know that.
No, you're good, Nicole. You know more than you give yourself credit to.
I know.
Absolutely.
Real quick, my final thought is nobody back. I heard you guys talking about the coach of Wagner. I gotta say one thing: his team played hard for him.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And who knows? Maybe he has. Maybe this is an open audition to see how their team plays under him. In case Copeland doesn't get the job back.
Yeah.
Or
Bobby, I don't think from what I'm hearing, he's not getting that job back.
So now we know, and worst case scenario, he's showcasing what he's doing for the 365 other programs that are in D1, right?
Eli, final thoughts.
I didn't get to watch this game, but I saw we got a big win today. Hoping for a win when I'm there on Monday. And go Pirates.
I'll go. We always save the best for last, so I'll go now. Big win for the Pirates tonight. Last year we would have lost this game. There are a lot of intangibles. Free throw shooting was a little bit off tonight, but all in all, I was impressed with the play of Stephen Payne. I love this concept. This post-game show, we got to keep it up. Thank you, Eli, for producing it. And Bobby, I know you guys had to kind of jump through hoops with your schedule. I appreciate it. Bill, same thing. Thank you for being on it. And now we save the absolute creme de la creme, the best for last, the real star of this show, the one and only, often imitated, never duplicated, Nicole Gizzi. Nicole, final thoughts.
My final thoughts. I was going into this game super optimistic after seeing St. Peter's. I do think that Wagner's I don't want to say statistically, but physically, I think they were a stronger team than St. Peter's. So I think that's kind of what surprised me a little bit when Seton Hall started falling behind a little. I'm glad they came back. I did think there was some taunting by Wagner to the Seton Hall bench a couple of times, which I'm surprised was not called for like a personal foul. Or tech was it tech? Tech. I'm thinking football. But I'm glad we got the win. We have a lot to prove, especially to all the haters out there. Those haters know exactly who they are. Yeah, Seton Hall basketball's coming back. And if you're watching and you are not a member of this Facebook group, I don't know what you're doing. Go join the Seton Hall Pirates.
Join our Facebook group. Yes.
We have
and you can be on Pirate Crew. You could be an SOU. We're all one community.
That's the
except
code.
that other place.
Scan it.
Join our Facebook page.
Yes, scan the QR code below with the Facebook logo to join our group. We do game threads every Seton Hall men's basketball game day. We're going to try to start doing this for the Lady Pirates too, because I really think they're going to be great this year, and they deserve all the love and
They're
support.
really going to be great.
They deserve all the love and support. Shout out Coach B. He's amazing. We do our Hall Hoops and Happening shows. We have our post-game show. We used to have a pre-game show. We might bring that back for away games. A lot of good things in the works.
And the ultimate still is being formulated. The live
They're calling
instant commentary while you're watching the game with us and watching it on TV. That's
Imagine that.
We got to have one of those away games. I'm thinking about that. That actually might be a good idea.
Yeah, we content. We can produce content, so we're just going to keep doing it. Absolutely.
Yeah.